Hello Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Records fans. I am Ronald and today is a good day. It is it's Monday, June 24th or 25th. I think it's the 24th or 25th. But it's a good day. I'm going to pick up a bulk order of plungers so that I will be able to practice with three different handle sizes so that I can figure out in the next day or so which handle size I need to use so that when I throw the plunger I can just concentrate on finding a set distance and a set release so that I don't have to think about changing anything, because I've got the release down but I just want a natural flip so that from the distance with the throw the flip is timed out so it just boom hits the target consistently. So I'm going to be testing a few plunger handle lengths with distance, 10-foot distance. I'll probably work 10 feet to 12 feet, see where I find a comfortable range, and then I'll be practicing it. Once I find that range, handle length, and the release point, and then it's just going to be a matter of repetition, hours and hours and hours over the next few 2 weeks actually, because it's 2 weeks from yesterday. Today's Monday. Yesterday was Sunday. July 8th is a Sunday. So 2 weeks from yesterday. So we're getting close. We're getting close. Yeah, today must be the 25th. Alright, well, I'm excited. I'm going to go get those handles and plungers. I'm bringing a suitcase with me down to Santa Monica where I'm picking them up. And I don't know how many I'll get, but I'll fit as many as I can in the suitcase I'm bringing. Alright, well, we're one step closer to me breaking the record, and that's what's important. Alright, see you soon. Peace. Alright, I'm down on Wilshire and 26th Street, and I'm walking to the production company to pick up the plungers for the episode. So I'll be getting there in a few minutes, picking up the plungers, meeting some of the producers, and getting ready to break this world record. So this is another step closer, part of the travel, part of the adventure. I'm getting there. Alright. Well, thanks Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Records fans for watching and enjoying this journey that I'm going on. Walking all over places, doing different things, throwing plungers, buying plungers, looking at plungers. Just my whole life is now about plungers. And I dig it. Alright, peace. And hello Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Records fans. I have finally arrived at the moment of truth where I can pick up the plungers that I'm going to be using. They were just handed off to me by a guy named James, and but I don't know if James wants to be on TV. All I want you to know is that I'm here. There's the plungers. They're in a bag. I'm going to use them, and these look like they're going to be the right length. I don't know if you can tell, but looking at them, see, this is going to be definitely closer. See how it fits in my hand much better? So I'm going to take these out and I'm going to pack them in my suitcase that I brought, because I wasn't sure how many plungers I was getting or how big they were going to be, so I brought a bag. So, alright, cool. One step closer to me breaking the world record. Alright, the Guinness World Record. Alright, peace. Hello? Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Record fan. What's up, kids? Listen, I've got my practice range all together. As you can see, there's the target in the corner. That's 10 feet right there. That's 10 feet. That's 12 feet right there. And then this is 13 feet. So 10, 12, 13. And more good news, I got the new plungers. See them right here? Boom. These are the short handle plungers. And these are the 19-inch ones that I just got from Home Depot the other day. These are the ones I picked up today. Now, take a look at this. See this? Alright. Now, watch the video and tell me what you think. I think this looks a lot like the one the guy in the video is using. Alright? So watch.
Top. Die Wette gilt. einen noch. Andi und Holger. Da kriegen wir 2 hin. Machen wir weiter. Hallo. Und Niki. Dirk. Noch einen. Noch einen dritten. Okay. Sebastian. Und Manni. Manu, komm, noch einen. Dritten. Und ab.
Und nächste Runde.
Sebastian. Dirk.
Noch
Niki.
45 Sekunden noch. 45 Sekunden für dich.
45. Hallo. Holger. Andi. Ja. Mann, Thomas.
Ja!
Die machen die Fußballeiter.
Oh!
Schaff. Kann ich auch mal nicht können, so. Geil.
You guys done watching? All right? All right, good. So, right? Am I right? It looks like the video. It looks like the one from the video. So, I have not thrown this plunger yet. I thought, hey, it's only fair. We're on this journey together, right? Guinness Book of World Records fans and Guinness Book of World Records. And thank you very much, Guinness Book of World Records, for making these handles for me. You know, getting the handles. Because it says in the rules, you can modify the handles. So Guinness was so nice enough to buy a bunch of these and cut them for me. So, and I'll tell you how many inches they are. I haven't measured them. Here's a tape measure right here. So, these, they cut this to, it looks like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, these are 12-inch handles. Can you see that? 12 inches. And these are 17, comes out to like 18, almost 18 inches, I'd say, right? So these are 12, or what were they? Yeah, these are 12. And those are 18, almost 18. Okay? Now, I've never thrown them before, so I'm going to throw this one first. This will be the very first time I throw this length, handle length, and I want to use these in the attempt. And so what I want to do is I'm going to write the date, and I'm going to sign it, and I want to donate it to somebody who would appreciate it. Some major Guinness World Record fan. Guinness Book of World Records fan. I'm sure there's millions, probably millions all over the world. Probably 2 or 3 billion. Isn't Guinness Book of World Records book? World records all over. So there's 7 billion people on the planet. So I'm sure of the billions of Guinness World Record fans, I'd like to donate this plunger to... Actually, I want to donate all these plungers. I'm going to sign all 10 of them. The shorthand ones, and I'm going to number them. So, I'm going to sign it. Here you go. Ronald Farnham. And this is number 1 of 5. Alright, cool. I'm going to sign all of them. 2 of 5. So let's find out who the biggest fan, the top 10 biggest fans in the world. There's 10 of these plungers here. This is what I'm going to be practicing with. I'm going to be trying the 17-inch or 18-inch and the 12-inch, 3 of 5. And I'm going to work with them over the next couple of days because I'm practicing every single day. Peter, the producer, when I went and picked these up today, he's like, hey, you're not going to just walk out there in front of a crowd and fail miserably at this world record attempt. So I was like, yeah, I know, I know. I promise I'm working. He's like, yeah, you are working. You need to work every single day at this, and you need to tell me when you've turned the corner and when you're hitting bam, 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 when you think you're going to break this. Because I want to break it. You know, I don't want to just come close to break it. My goal is to break this. So Peter was funny today when I went and picked up these plungers. And then, I don't know if I should say this or not, but then Peter actually threw one of the plungers in the office. Sorry, Peter. And that's all I'm going to say about that. You can ask Peter what happened. All right, so I'm signing all of them. This is a long-handled one, so this is 1 of 5. I'm hurrying. Alright, here's the last one. I'm going to sign it, and then I'm going to get to practicing because it's time to practice. I've been thinking about this. I have to practice every single day. Now, my goal here is to figure out the right distance. I figure I'm going to give it 10, 12, and 13 feet. I think any farther than that, and it's too much rotation. I want to find one, you know, in baseball, in pitching, you know, I have a specific movement to the plate, my mechanics. I want to get right here, and then I throw right here with certain arm speed, certain release point, so that I can hit the target consistently within the zone. And as you can see, I've got 4 areas set up, so I'm gonna hit here, 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 and here. That way I can really focus, because I'm gonna be moving. There's gonna be 10 targets, maybe 20 targets, so I'm gonna be used to basically a moving target, because I'm gonna have to refocus on a different one, grabbing plungers, throwing all in 1 minute. So now I've got my areas set up here. Alright, so let's make that first throw of the new plunger. First throw of the new plunger ever, right here. Alright. So let's see how it goes. I'm going to throw it from 10 feet. And I'm going to work, this is how I'm going to work. Boom, 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 boom. That way the plunger, because if I go top to bottom, the rotation will probably hit the plunger handle, right? Alright, so you see the head didn't get over. So I need a quicker flip, or let me try from 13 feet with the same throw, because that's a comfortable throw. Ready? Alright, that seemed to hit it. Perfect. Just a little off to the left. Alright, here we go. So, bottom left quadrant, same throw. See how the head gets over. Right on the line. That's cool. That's cool. I was a little short. If that was low, if I'm right here, that sticks. Alright, so far 13 feet feels good. Alright, I'm going to pull, I need a little higher up. That looked like it hit it. Didn't that look like it hit it? See, I might have to throw a little harder. I've got 5 plungers. You guys probably thought of it before me, like, why does he keep running up and getting that 1 plunger? He's got 5 plungers. That's why I got 5 plungers. I know. I'm a little excited, okay? All right, let's see what we can do here. 13 feet. Okay, that's not bad, huh? So I got that one to stick. So that's the first stick. And let's mark down which number was the first one to stick. Number 2 of 5. So that's the first stick with the practice plungers. I'm going to write that down on here. First stick. Today's the 25th of June, 2012. Alright, so that's good. That's easy. It looks like, right now, 13 feet with a nice easy throw. And as you can see, I can get it in the window that I'm headed to. So let's go again here. And so did you see, I had that one target, then I had to go above it. So that's how I'm aiming. 13 feet. All right, I'm getting there. Okay, I'm getting a feel for it now. I was bringing it back too far. I gotta, boom, boom. I was looking at the way the guy did it. Maybe I should lean forward a little more too. Well, I like the short handle. Now I want to see how the long handle feels from the same distance. I'm just going to start with 1. Number 5 of 5. First official practice. It's really my first official practice. If you want to see the audition video I sent in, just ask the Guinness Book of World Records. They might post it or something like that, maybe on the website, but because I was like, hey, I can do this, and this is what I did. So this is my practice range. All right, number 5 of 5, first to be thrown in the first practice session. And like I said, I want to donate these to the world's top 10 biggest Guinness World Records fans. Okay? Okay? Okay, good. All right? All right? Damn. See that does damage. That's damage. I don't want to do any damage. That was a loud clank. And that was the same toss. I'm going to do it again. And this, I'm going to do it again. It's a lot heavier. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like it. Easy decision. Easy decision. So these long handles are out, the small handles are in. That's a go. So I'm going to let them know. Okay, so no more long handles. Putting those aside, putting them out of the way. I'm not going to use them. I'm going to drop them back off, get them cut. I'm going to let them know tonight that it's The short handles are the ones from 13 feet. Let me see what 10 feet again is like. You know, I don't think it's fair to discount 10 feet so quickly. So I'm going to go from 10 feet for a little bit. Because it is a lot closer. And I can lean forward. So all the way out here, if I'm releasing, that's like, I'm releasing from right here. So that's another, here's the tape measure. .38 inches, 12, 24, 36. So another 3 feet. So I'm really releasing at 7 feet from the target. So if I'm releasing here, one, boom, one rotation, boom. So, one rotation. But if I'm going from 13 feet, it's really like releasing from 10 feet. Of course that makes sense, I just measured it. So it's 3 feet closer. And then 12 feet. I did mark 12 feet, so why don't I give 12 feet a chance, right? See, the thing is timing the flip. I can hit the target. It's timing the flip with enough force on this strength of rubber to stick to a human. I gotta throw it fairly hard. Here's 12 feet. $12 feet, right? What do you think? That's 2 shots. See, this is like one half of the back. This is the other half of the back. Shoulder blade, lower lat. If I hit, see the thing is, if you watch the video like you watched it, he wasn't really throwing that hard. And they were sticking, and they even stuck to the back of the neck, right? Stuck to the back of the neck here on someone. So it seems like it was more of a supple rubber. I wonder if the plunger is in the Guinness book, is in the Guinness Museum on Hollywood Boulevard. It's on Hollywood and Highland. I'll find out. Maybe they got one of his plungers. Or maybe they can have one sent in and we can inspect it. Because I like his head that he was using. It was stuck. Alright, I'm going to go from 12 feet. I need to also find a consistent release. It's like a slider. In baseball, I throw different pitches. Curveball, slider, forkball, and arm angle and arm position and sharpness of the snap determines the break, the amount of break. It's a very feel thing. I got to get the feel for the release. And a slider, I throw like this. I hold it like that, boom, and it's pulled down. This is the same thing. It's a slider, so I'm throwing a slider. Now I got to find the right sharpness to the break. Feet, 13 feet. Let's see how 13 feet feels. Here's 13 feet. That was a good one, I thought. A little low. Yeah, and see, I don't know how many seconds that is. I'm gonna review the footage and see, because I'm not gonna keep a timer. I'm gonna start a clock in my head now. See, so now I got to start going for speed. I think the quicker I let go, it seems like the better of a rhythm. If I think about form, this is something that's gonna have to come naturally. I'm not gonna think about form. I'm just gonna find the release. I'm gonna start from 13. I'm gonna work for like a solid hour from maybe 10 feet. Why not give myself the biggest advantage I can and go from as close as I can so I have more accuracy, potential for accuracy, right? All right, so I'm going to go from 10 feet this whole rest of this practice session. See how that feels. Find the rhythm. And from now on, I'm going to build in speed. So every time I do it, I'm waiting for the clock to start. Ready, set, go. Boom. Now I got a minute. Now I got a minute. I believe, they say it's not practice makes perfect. It's perfect practice makes perfect. So I'm going to practice perfect and get the clock going now, find the right distance, and just start hammering away until I find it. Because sometimes I got to pitch on a different mound, so I got different kind of runners I got to hold on, different pitches, and it's all very small, minute movements that I will find in the practice sessions. That's what Peter, the producer, said. He's like, you got to turn the corner. I got to turn the corner. And that's where practice comes in. Professional Major League Baseball players, you only see 3 hours of what they do on the field, but they get on the field because of what they do off the field. Practice, 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 repetition, repetition, repetition. I got hundreds of minutes. I got thousands of hours of practicing to do, but I've only got 13 days left. So I've got to cram as much practice time in as possible. So why don't I just shut up and practice? Okay. And we're ready. All right. Every time I do that, now I gotta flip it quicker. I gotta get a sharper snap. "10 feet is too close." "10 feet, I think, is too close. Releasing it at 7 feet is too close. It's not giving it a chance to flip over. And I don't know if I can throw it any softer. Look, I'm going to toss it nice and softly. Let's see how that works. I'm going to reset my aim. I'm just going to aim here and here. This is too low. I'm not going to be aiming this low. This will probably be the lowest I will aim. In fact, really I'll be aiming up here. I need to reset the height on my practice target. I'm going to reset the height on my practice target, and I'm going to cut it down to 2 quadrants. Alright? So when we get back, I'm going to have a different target range set up. Alright, but I've made a lot of progress, right? We're finding a distance. 10 feet seems to be too close, but I'm going to soften it up. I need to aim higher, but we've got a different, the handle. I feel good about the handle. The long handle done, so that's a decision. I'm going to continue to search for a better head, because I think I can get a softer head, which I think is what is needed. Alright, so I'm going to set up the new practice range, and I just want to say thank you, Guinness Book of World Records, Guinness Book, for giving me these new plunger handles. It's perfect. Now I can really focus on getting my work in and preparing for breaking the world record. Alright, thanks. And thanks, Guinness Book of World Records fans from all over the world, for sending in letters and emails and making phone calls about why you are one of the top 10 Guinness Book of World Records fans on the planet. Because Guinness Book has been around for a long time. Wikipedia them. Check them out. Go to their website. You'll see. And I've been a fan since I was 5 years old. Alright? Alright. I guess I'll stop saying alright now. Peace. Oh, are you back? Are you back? Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Record fans, welcome back. Alright, so as you can see, I have set up the new practice range. I moved the table up probably 2 feet. So now my target is going to be here and here and here and here. Because I figure this is going to be the general area I'm going to be throwing in. So my release point is ideally right in here. I just remeasured it right at 10 feet. So I'm going to go from 10 feet, see how that starts out, figure out my flip on my height. And I've got to do it under time. Boom, I got to be quick. And I've been working on mechanics because I've got to take the plunger, here, throw. Take, throw. Take, here, throw. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm probably going to tuck my elbow here so that it just sits firm so I can just grab and go. So grab, over the head, go. Over the head, go. Over the head, go. And I'll probably be moving. Or I'll be stationary. Over the head, go. Over the head, go. So those are the mechanics right now. I'm going to see how that works so I can have some consistency built into the movement. Then I have to find the proper speed at which to throw it and the sharpness of the snap. And I might just lob it. Lobbing, I've never been a lobber. I like throwing through the target. But I'm going to try a few lobs here, see how it feels. I don't like lobbing. I'm gonna just nice and smooth through the target. And I gotta work on my mechanics. I gotta not think about that either. Just gonna grab and go. A certain part of any physical movement is not thinking about what you're doing. It's got to be automatic. Most of these movements are automatic. It's like taking a ball from my glove, so I'm not going to think about it. And I know my relationship of the parts of my body to where I need to move my hands to, so I'm not going to think about that. I'm going to focus on the target and find the feel of the release. I think I'm aiming a little high. I'm going to aim here. Right here. Really here. I'm going to remove this tape. Because this really seems like exactly where I want to be throwing to. Right here. I don't need this tape. But I am going to continue to work both halves. But this is my primary window right here. Right there. Right there. That's going to be the largest area of one half of the back or the other. That makes sense, doesn't it? So I'm going to be working one side of the back or the other. "10 feet, though, is not giving enough time for the plunger head to turn over. But I'm going to wear 10 feet out until I'm satisfied that I've really tested it. Then I'll work 12 feet, and then I'll work 13 feet, and then I'll decide. Because what I have to find a distance, I have to find a release point, have to find the tempo as soon as possible. I can locate. Now, locating is no problem. Now it's mechanics of this plunger head and timing and getting it to stick. I think I just invented a new party game. I'm going to call it the Ronald plunger throw, or the plunger throw game. But so this is for all, and really you can make it at home. Buy 10 plungers, cut the handles in half, set up a table, and it's the plunger game. You can do it at any party, kids and adults. Make sure you sand down the handles so that you don't get splinters. All right, I'm going to keep practicing. Thank you, Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Records fans. As you can see, I got a lot to do. So when I get closer to turning the corner, which hopefully will be tomorrow, then I'll come back and I'll show you how I've been making progress. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for watching the Guinness Book of World Records Guinness Gone Wild show, and thank you for listening to me. All right, peace. Good morning, Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Records fans. It is Tuesday morning around 8:30 in the morning, and I am down here in the gym, and I'm going to get my workout on. I got to prepare for the big day coming up, July 8th, where I break the world record for throwing the most plungers at a human being in 60 seconds. So I'm going to work on building some muscle now. It's time for me to really start lifting weights again. I haven't really had a chance to lift them as much as I had wanted to lately, because I've been getting into the whole grind of Hollywood and writing, and I spend hours and hours writing and editing, and it can take up my whole life. So I really appreciate this opportunity to focus and dedicate my attention to achieving a world record in throwing the plungers. It's just kind of got me refocused in the sports-related movement and training. So I'm going to do a whole body workout, and then after I'm done lifting weights, I'm going to do a cardio exercise up in my room to P90X. And then after that, I'm going to practice throwing the plunger. So I'm going to lift weights, then I'm going to do cardio, and then I will do have a practice session. And I think this is the routine I'll be in every day until I attempt to break the record on July 8th. All right, thanks for watching. I'm going to get to work, and I'll see you again soon. All right, thanks, Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Records fans. Peace. Hey, welcome back, Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Records fans. I just finished doing a warm-up, and now I'm getting into the first exercise, which is the bench press. It's kind of just to loosen up this first round. I'm going to do chest, shoulders, back, biceps, triceps, and some Hindu squats. And that'll build up my explosiveness in my legs. But this is just a basic warm-up. I like to kind of go slow and start fatiguing the muscle. That's the goal of lifting weights. Fatigue the muscle, tear it down, and then let it build through proper nutrition. So I'll be feeding my muscles exactly what they need. And I'm not sure, but being I'm not taking in a whole lot of protein and amino acids, mostly just vegetable juice, I will likely, as I dump body fat, because I'm alkalized, maybe that can be converted into amino acids. But I'm not sure if it works that way. I'd have to study nutrition a little bit more to see if that's the actual process that the body would use, converting body fat that enters the bloodstream through alkalization into amino acids that are usable to feed the muscle cell walls in the rebuilding process of muscle building. Feels good to lift weights. I can feel it. Slow movements of the muscle fatigue. Slow movements cause muscle fatigue. It's a good chest warm up. Now I'm going to do back, which is right here actually. Lat pull downs. You see that? Yeah. I pull back behind my shoulders, and sometimes I pull down front too, so I'll be doing both. I alternate. I like to go slow, really feel the muscles working. And I like to stretch out after each exercise. I like to stretch out my chest. I've always done that, stretched out and then stretch out my back, my lats. Alright, I'm going to move on to shoulders, then biceps, then triceps, and then legs. So that's enough for now. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll be back later. Alright. Alright, I did a little bit of shoulders. Now I'm doing concentration curls. It's these right here with a, let's see, 5, 10, 15, it's like 20 pounds. So you get it right here. Tuck your elbow in here, and you just lift. Keeps the, it isolates the bicep. It's called a concentration curl. When I'm done with concentration curls, I'll do triceps. That'll be behind the head. Tricep extensions. I'll show you. I already did my left arm with the concentration curl. Alright, now we'll do concentration curl, and that's this right here. So this is another 20 pounds. I just try, and I usually do between, I don't like to say try, I do between 8 and 12. If I can do more than 12, then I have to go to a heavier weight, because I'm building muscle. It's not so much a cardio workout. Okay, now I'm going to do Hindu squats. This builds explosive leg power, and they're really easy to do. And it's really good for your joints, for your knees, and your ankles, and it'll make you faster and lighter on your feet. It's really simple to do too. Basically, it's just like this. Well, it is just like this. And I do 25. Bring your hands back, push them behind, and then raise your arms up as you come. It's a squat. It's called the Hindu squat. I think that maybe is 10. I do 25 after I do each circuit, so I'll do chest, back, shoulders, biceps, triceps, Hindu squats, then I'll do the whole circuit again. So I'm going to go back and do chest now, and maybe I'll hit you back up when I do my shoulders, so you can see the shoulder workout, which is basically just a straight overhead lift. All right. I'm back for shoulder presses. I'm going to use 20 pounds on each side. Here's two 10-pound weights. See that? That's 10 pounds. So I'm going to use two of these in each hand as such. So it's 20 pounds overhead shoulder presses. I flex my knees a little bit, because then at the same time you're doing a shoulder press, you're also doing a kind of a leg workout. So I flex my knees and hold that position, and then push up with my shoulders. First round I did just 10 pounds. Loosens up the muscles. Now I'm going for more fatigue. And I work on relaxation as I'm lifting, you know, with muscle-specific movements such as baseball and throwing. You want the muscles as loose as possible so you get freedom of movement, ease of movement, while still using explosive muscle power. So relaxation, I focus on relaxing and not stressing during the movement, but keep my jaw loose. That lets me know how relaxed I am. All right. That was shoulders. Now I'm going to do bicep and tricep. Then when we come back, I'll show you I work my stomach a little bit. There's a hanging bar over there, or a place for leg extensions. I also lay on my back and work on sucking my stomach muscles all the way in, which is another thing about juice fasting or juice energizing. When you strip your intestines clean and your intestines go back into the body cavity, it's easier to suck your stomach muscles all the way in and get that body cavity. See, I gotta get rid of this body fat, and I work on sucking my stomach muscles in, creating that it's called the, I don't know what it's called, but in Arnold Schwarzenegger's Encyclopedia of Modern Bodybuilding book, he goes into that one of the exercises you want to do is sucking in your stomach muscles, so you can create that V shape and you know, have that flat stomach look. So you don't really have to do a whole ton of exercises, because When you lose your body fat, then you can see the six-pack's abs. There's no reason to really do a whole bunch of sit-ups. If you do them wrong, they can hurt your back. So I don't do sit-ups mostly. A lot of the core work I do involves the stomach. And with P90X, they have a 15-minute, 330 movement core stomach workout that really, it really works all your muscles. All right, so when we come back, I will do the leg extensions for you. In the meantime, I'm going to do biceps, triceps, and Hindu squats again. All right, peace. Welcome back, Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Record fans. As promised, I'm going to do some leg lifts, or leg extensions. This helps build up, it helps strengthen the abdominal muscles, but I don't do a whole bunch of them. I'm just going to do 10. I can do it so my legs are straight, or I can bring my knees to my chest, or I can alternate. That also helps me with pitching too, because part of my pitching mechanics are throwing a weight. Well, part of my pitching workout is throwing a weight, but part of my pitching mechanics is bringing this knee up to my chest, gathering all of my weight right here, and then driving to the plate. So as part of that workout, I actually have developed a way to build arm strength or arm speed. Now this is a 2.5 pound weight. I build my capture muscles basically by taking this 2.5 pound weight, and I'll work up to 25 pounds. But I go through my whole pitching and just warm up a little bit. But this is 2.5 pounds. This is an unconventional way to build arm strength. I don't recommend this to anybody. I've done it, got my velocity up to 90. What I do is I take the weight, go through my pitching motion, throw it, hold on to the weight, right? Stop, and then yank back. So I'll do that. And over a period of months, I'll work my way up to 25, 30 pounds, and my velocity up to as fast as I can go. But it's building up the capture muscles. It's a 2 pound weight. Bring my knee up. Throw that weight. Pull back. So this is the off the field workouts that an athlete goes through that you never see, that makes them a competitive, toned, healthy, prepared participant in whatever sport they're playing. It takes hours of off-the-field training. Plus I use mirrors. There's a mirror right here. So I can look at my form, make sure I'm coming right here to the balance point, getting my knee up, and then throwing. Sometimes I can tend to get this shoulder up. I don't want to do that. I want to keep it down, drive, pull, so that everything's pulling together. So baseball mechanics, and then this is also going to help with the plunger throw. Because with me throwing a 2.5 pound weight, the plunger is probably maybe 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. So there's a big difference between a 5-ounce baseball and a 2.5 pound plunger. So if I overcompensate for the weight now, they'll be very light in my hand as I'm doing it, which is like tossing feather darts. Alright. That felt good. I also do other exercises where I strengthen the rotator cuff. But today's not really a pitching shoulder workout day. It's more of an overall body workout, and I get a throwing session in by doing the weighted throw. On another day, I'll come in and just focus on my shoulder rotator cuff with different exercises, you know, different angles. It helps get the ligaments to adjust. Your body is very smart, and when you do things and put stress on your body, it will adjust so that it can handle that stress. People might believe that your ligaments can't become stronger, and your tendons can't become more adhesive and capable of enduring more weight and stress upon it, but I believe through repetition and stress-bearing workouts that you can actually strengthen your ligaments and make them more resistant to damage and able to handle harder or a more intense, heavier load to move through without becoming damaged. So I build up slowly. It'll take me maybe 7, 8, 9 months, a year to go from 2.5 pounds throwing weight to 25 pounds. But my velocity will increase from 77, 78 to 88, 90. Then once I get that weight up to the 30, 35, 45, 50 pound mark, where I'm throwing a 50 pound weight yanking back, then I'll be throwing probably 95, 100 miles an hour. That might take 16 months or so, but you know, that's life. It takes time. If you put in the time or the effort and use your time wisely, then you can achieve anything. It just takes gradual step-by-step focus and sticking with it. It's what you become what you do repeatedly every day. All right, thanks for watching Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Record fans. See you again soon. All right, peace. Hey, Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Records fans. I'm right in the middle of my P90X workout session. Doing the workout. And this is one way to burn extra calories. Although I don't know if calories is really a major issue. If you stay alkalized, you'll keep your body fat low. Alright.
Reach the fingers up and exhale over. We're going to work on those hamstrings.
Alright.
Hang down.
See you later.
Trace, fold your arms.
Hello, Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Records fans. I just finished my workout. I lifted weights, did my cardio, and now I'm going to practice throwing plungers. And I figure I need to throw them, I don't know, at least a couple of hundred throws per day, a couple of hours. I need to put hours and hours and hours. I need to spend almost every waking moment to become an expert at this. So today, you saw me last night, so I'm going with the 5 short handle plungers at my target, working one half of the back, then the other half of the back. To me, that's a big back right there. That's like Bubba back, maybe, or even Gary if he shows up, or Big Luis. So, all right, here we go. Starting off. My goal, throw sliders, get these the timing down. Not good. Not good right there. Gotta focus, focus. It's not turning over. A little much. A little much. Maybe. It's not bad. You see where I'm aiming though, the right side. I'm going to alternate now. I'm going to alternate whether I make it or not. I'm going to go back and forth, because I'm going to have a moving target. So, you know, when I'm at the point where I'm landing a shot every time, I'm going to be going back and forth, back and forth. So I'm going to start working back and forth now. One out of 5 is not a good ratio. If I throw 36 in a minute, What is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. It's only 7 landed. I need to land 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 out of 36. That'd be 30. I need to land 4 out of 5. I need a high ratio. I'll get the feel for it. It's just going to take getting some feel. A little high. It's all right. When I go back and look at the video, I can see how fast I'm getting rid of them. I'll look at this video today and see how quickly I'm getting rid of them. Right now I'm going at an easy pace. I'm working on feel, release point, flip, rotation. I'm starting to feel it a little bit. And you know, having fun with something is also part of the fun. So right now is not the time to put pressure on myself. Right now is the time to just kind of let it go and let my body innately do the work on its own and find it. And I'm going from 10 feet right now. 10 feet, 12 feet's right here. But I'm going to stick with 10 feet for now. I think I've got it. There's a thing I can feel it right there with the thumb and pulling these 2 fingers. Those ones that stuck, I could feel it. I'm getting closer. It's a feel with the thumb pushing. I can feel it. The thumb pushing and these 2 fingers. See this thumb right here? Push. I don't know if you can see that, but it's and then a pull. I'll work on that. I'm going to move back about 6 inches. So I'm about 10 feet, 6 inches. It's not so much the hitting the target, it's getting it to stick. It's rotation. At this point, it's not really aim, it's rotation. Alright, I'll concentrate, sorry. Peter, the producer, said I need to find a spot where I turn the corner. I got to let him know when I start getting consistent. So this, all right, I'm going to really focus now. Here we go. 10 feet, 6 inches. I was aiming a little high. I gotta put myself in a focus mode. Before I throw a pitch, I lock in on the target. All right, back to practice. All right, here we go, back to practice. Ready? I think if I hold it up closer to the middle of the handle, also, I'm getting more control with the spin. Instead of holding it at the end, I'm going to hold it right here. There's a difference. I can tell I have more control. So instead of holding it here, I'm going to hold it right there. See, and it can be, in anything that you do, you can reach a point where it gets a little discouraging, where you're like, I don't know if I can do that. You've got to immediately push those thoughts out of your head if you're going to do anything. So what I do is make sure that I just stay focused and know that it just takes time. It just takes time. I don't have a lot of time. I got to break this record on the 8th. I got 12 days left. Today's Tuesday. I got this coming weekend, and then the next weekend is the date. So. Alright, I'm going to try down low again, see how that feels. Right now I'm averaging 1 out of 5, maybe. 1 out of 5 is not going to do it. I need consistency. I got to find the right distance. I'm at 10 feet 6 inches. So if you watched enough, all right. Well, when I make more of an improvement, I'm hitting 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5. I'll let you watch again, all right? Thanks for watching. Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Records fans will be back in a little while for another practice. All right. I'm going to keep practicing, though. While you're gone, I'll be working. I'll be working on this. All right, peace. Welcome back to my practice session. It's looking like 12 feet is going to be the distance to go from. I'm going to go from 12 feet. I've been hitting about 2 out of 5 right now from 12 feet, so that's what I'm going to do. 12 feet is right here. It's an easier throw. I have more control. It's just a matter of getting the feel for it. But I believe the best thing to do is to pick one distance and just go with it, you know. I got to. I don't have a lot of time. So I'm going to go from 12 feet, unless I see a reason to change that. All right? It's because you're watching. And, you know, this is kind of like the pressure that there's going to be with the crowd. I got to do this, and I'll have 60 seconds. One chance. One 60-second chance. All this just for 60 seconds. You know, I'll tell you though, really, hitting down here, hitting up here is not ideal. I really want to hit right here and right here. That's my two goals. Really, right here, right there. So I want to hit the center of that half. That's my goal. Not bad. Getting there. So that's 2 out of 5. Really, I want my 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 5, 10, 15, 20. If I get off 5, 10, 15, 20, 35. So let's say I get off 7 rounds of 5 and I get 4. If I get 3 out of each 5, that's 21. That blows the record away. I said blows. No, not close. Ah! I'm getting... When my competitive juices start kicking in like that, you know, I start to putting a little animal into my workout and my performance. You got to bring some kind of an animal side to you so you can really want to dig in deep. Elevate yourself to a higher level of performance. Come on. See, I can't lose focus. I must focus. Just because I hit that one, I was like, all right, and then I let the other 2 fly high. Can't do that. Got to zero in and stay zeroed in. I like 12 feet, though. I like 12 feet. I'm sticking with 12 feet. 12 feet works. Because I don't have to think about it. It's just a matter of locating them and fine-tuning just a little bit of the release. But I'm getting 1, 2. I like to start getting 3 out of 5. 12 feet. I'm working. I'm working on it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna really focus this time. I'm gonna zero in on each target right there in the center, just like before. Maintain focus. I'm never going to want to use plungers again. I feel like my rhythm's off all of a sudden. Like that 12 feet. I'm going to stay with 12 feet though. Wonder if I hold it like... I can either hold it like this or like that. See, this is a slider. That's a curveball. Curveball, slider. What should I throw? Curve, slider, or curveball? I gotta get the feel. I have to get that feel. I'm gonna go with slider. Maybe 13 feet. I'm going to try 13 feet. Here's 13 feet. Hey, watch out for the ceiling. I have to be decisive. Plus this table keeps sliding back a little bit, but I keep adjusting it and bringing it right to what makes it accurate for this distance. 13 feet. Here's 13 feet again. Ready? Still, I want it here, not here, here. That's the lower, thinner part of the back. I want right here, the big, wide part of the back. I gotta focus. All right, I'm going to go 12 feet. It's not turning over. I have hours and hours and hours and hours of practice to do. 13 feet. I cast that one. With a curveball, if you don't pull all the way through and you cast it, it's called casting. It just stays high, it floats. It's called a kill me curveball. It just floats in and the batter goes, bam, baby! You don't want to hang a curveball. That was a hanging curveball. I can't hang my curveball. Yeah, there's a hole in that one. Hear it? It's going to fall. I have to make sure that all the plungers are leak proof. There's no holes. This one, that one that just fell has a tiny little hole in it. So no big deal though, it's just practice. I don't know which number it is on the signed handles, but as you can see they're signed. Alright, 13 feet. Follow through. I'm not casting my curveball. I can't hang anything. I'm feeling it a little bit. I felt that. That one that stuck, I really followed through on. It felt good. I got to follow through. Follow through is important. Casted that. I gotta finish like that. I gotta really finish. That was a good one. Just maybe a little over rotation. I gotta finish each one of them. Each one of them follow through. Oh, that one slipped. I casted that one. A little bit. Ah! Alright, here we go. Nice and easy, having fun. Come on, kids. Pow, baby. Form is important. Form. Alright, instead of speed, I'm going to take my time and work on form. Form first, then I can work on speed. Same thing with throwing a fastball. It's not about how hard you throw, its location and form and effortless power. So, No more speeding through. I think I have a rhythm where I'm getting 5 off in 5 or 6 seconds. That's cool. 5, 10, 15, 20, 60. If I'm getting 5 off in 5 seconds, that's 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. Do I need to get off 60? No. I could get off 3 in 5 seconds. That's 36. Then I need to land at least 50%. Alright, so I'm going to take it easy now. I'm going to work on form from 13 feet. I got to follow through. That was a hanger. A little low. Three out of 5. Although that was a little low. That's like right here. Is that going to stick? Oh, that feels funny. Alright, so I'm taking my time, taking my time. Oh. I thought that was a ghost. But I wasn't scared. Maybe because it's daytime. But ghosts are scary. Although we're ghosts. We're just in another dimension from all the other ghosts. And they're not really ghosts, just like we're not really ghosts, but we are ghosts to each other. Think about it. Ready? Like that movie The Others with Nicole Kidman. She was living in a reality where she felt physical, just like us, but we're not really physical. And when our vibration shifts, or the vibration of some other dimension shifts close to ours, then we see what we think are ghosts. But those are really just other people experiencing a reality. All right, here we go. Enough about ghosts. Ready? 13 feet. Nice and easy. I'm feeling it a little more. Starting to feel it. That last one I especially felt. I could have turned that one a little more. Followed through this one. That last one would have stuck. Alright. Enough for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for Guinness Book of World Records. You guys are great. Thanks for making these short handle plungers. Thank you all you fans for watching and tuning in. Alright, peace. Well, good morning, Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Record fans. I'm Ronald Farnham, and it is Friday, June 29th, 2008 a.m., and I'm up early so that I can practice plunger throwing. I've only got about Friday, 7, 8, 9 days, and I got to get my throw down. So I'm about to start practice, and like we talked about before, I'm working these two halves of the target area, and I'm going from 12 feet. Here's 10 feet, here's 12 feet, and this is 13 feet. I'm going to go from 12. It seems like 12 has really been the, I'm not going to hit you, am I? Has really been the best distance so far. So, I'm going to make sure that I finalize the distance so that when I get out there and actually do the record, attempt and break the record, that I'm working from the right distance. I don't want any surprises, so I gotta let Guinness know, hey, I'm gonna be going from 12 feet or 10 feet or 13 feet, whichever feels best. But right now, it seems like 12 feet's been the most consistent. And remember, I'm going one half to the other half. been a couple days for me. It's only been probably a few seconds for you. I'm sure you already know the drill, but here we go. Let's practice, all right? It's my first throw of the day, so I don't know. We'll see. Although the first throw has been pretty good to me, so I probably won't warm up the day of the contest. I'll probably just I'll probably that's not comfortable. It's a brain sucker starving to death. Alright, here we go. Anyway, I probably won't warm up before the actual attempt that day, because the first throw has been good. So let's see how this first throw is. See? Okay. Not a bad start. 1 out of 5. So I got hours of this to do. What's up, Scott?
Hey, man.
It's my roommate, Scott.
Hey, guys.
How do you feel about me practicing plunger throwing in the living room?
Hey, if it helps you break the world record, man, keep going.
Yeah, I know. Keep going, keep going. Alright, I'm getting my throw down a little bit.
Practice makes perfect.
Yes. That's what I was saying. Actually, perfect practice makes perfect. So I'm practicing to be perfect so I can be the Guinness World Record holder for the plunger throw. I'm getting like 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5. I need to get 3 out of 5. If I get 36 throws off in a minute, and I get 2 out of 5, that's 18. But that's close, you know. I don't want to be that close. I want to shatter the record. I'm starting to get a feel for 12 feet. I think that's what distance I'm going to throw at. It's a nice easy throw from 12 feet. It gets the rotation. Oh, that was 3 out of 5. If I can get 3 out of 5, I can, and I get 36 off. That's like what, 20? Oh, that should have stuck. That should have stuck. I'm going to look at these recordings too and evaluate how quickly I'm getting these 5 off. Sure, you think the neighbors are hearing it? So 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5, not bad. I'd like to get 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5. Also, it depends on where I hold the handle. If I'm holding it down here, up here, I gotta figure out the best spot to grip it. That should have stuck. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Alright, here you go, 12 feet. getting the feel for it. There's a certain release I got to get down. Not good. I think that's the spot. Alright, this time I'm going to grab it all from the same spot. I'm going to go maybe one finger length from there. Hold it right there. See how that feels. Yeah, that didn't feel good at all. Alright, well that's enough for you guys for now. I'm going to keep practicing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for Guinness Book of World Records and fans. Alright, we'll be back later, I guess. Peace. Welcome back, Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Records fans. I'm Ronald Farnham, and I am on this quest to break the world record for hitting the most human targets in 60 seconds. And today is Sunday. It is, I think it's July 1st. Let me see. Yeah, Sunday, July 1st. So 1 week from today, I will be attempting to break the Guinness record for the most human targets hit in 1 minute and 60 seconds. And the record, by the way, is held by Gerhard Donnie, and that's G-E-R-H-A-R-D. That's his first name. And his last name is Donnie, D-O-N-I-E. Gerhard Donnie, or Gerard Donnie. I don't know how to pronounce it in his country, but I'm just going by how it reads. And he actually hit 15 targets in 1 minute, so I have to get 16 at least, which is, you know, that's good. Now, I've been thinking about 16, but really it's 15, so that gives me one extra plunger to play with. But my goal is to not really need that. What I did was, over the past few days, I have reviewed my practice footage, and I watched the footage, and it's helped me to improve my practice choices by watching the footage. As you can see, the footage that you've been watching. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up 3 targets. I'm going to redo my whole target area tonight and today, and you'll be able to see it. I'm going to set up a new target area with 3 targets that simulate a person. And I don't know why, but I discounted throwing from 11 feet. And as I watched the footage, I saw throwing from like 10 feet, 6 inches was giving the plunger more time to rotate and turn over with the timing. So I'm gonna when I set up my target, I'm gonna set up 10, 11, and 12 feet from this new target spot, and it's going to be right on the wall, so I won't have to worry about it sliding back and forth. I'll have a consistent distance that I'm throwing to, so I'll very accurately be able to determine which distance works best. And I'll tell you something, it was interesting in how well watching the practice footage helped me to figure out things that I need to work on that I was doing. It's kind of like how when a professional baseball player or professional basketball player or football players, they watch their game footage. They watch their game footage to see mechanical issues and any type, you know, plays and how things are working during live game performance. So that's really helped, and how it really gave me an understanding of why professional athletes actually watch their video. You know, they can analyze their movements and it will improve their game. Yesterday, I played baseball with my team, the Potros. I pitched about 5 or 6 innings. We only went 7 innings because of time. We lost 8-7. I gave up 2 earned runs and 6 runs were made on errors. It was disappointing. I wasn't in the good mood after the game. I like to win. I'm real competitive, and so I don't want to talk anymore about the game right now, but it'll just put me in a bad mood. I like to win. Anyway, after I throw 5 plungers, I saw also that I would stand on. I would start moving. I would get a feel for it after like 3 or 4 plungers, and I would hit one, and I would. And when I do that, was watching my video. I would reenact the throw that I just did to really cement it into my central nervous system. Because with practice, repetition, what you're doing is you're getting those movements to embed themselves into your central nervous system so that it becomes automatic. And over the years with baseball, my central nervous system has just a track record of throwing, being able to throw strikes. But what I noticed I was doing was sometimes when I would do that reenactment of the last throw so I could feel it, I would move off the line and closer to the target. So I did realize I need to stay on the line when I do that reenactment, because I don't want my body to start adjusting. Your body adjusts. I don't know if you realize that, but like if you're walking down the street and you're about to step up onto a curb or something, or step over a crack, or move, make a turn at a certain point, your body will actually, without you really consciously being aware of it, adjust your pace, your speed, everything, so that you hit that perfectly. So my body is naturally adjusting to the target, which is determined by the distance. And so when I do that repetition, I'm going to stay on that mark. That's why it's so important for me right now to find a distance that I'm going to throw from. And I did get the exact directions and record explanation from Guinness. They sent me a pack, which I'll read in a little bit. But I did learn that I was casting sometimes. Sometimes when I throw, I'm leaving my hand up. I got to follow through to the target. I definitely learned that. And I also, after watching Gerhard's video, he doesn't bring the plunger back so far as I was doing. He pretty much gets it right there and then flicks it with his wrist. His was more like right here with a quick throw, not so far back, but right here, boom, boom. You know what I mean? So I'm going to work on seeing how that feels for me, not bringing the plunger so far back. Also, I've done the math, calculating, and if I throw 36 plungers in 1 minute, which is 3 plungers every 5 seconds, that's 3, and if I land 3 plungers out of every 5, then that equals, if I throw 3 plungers every 5 seconds, that's 36 plungers. And so 50% would be 18 plungers. 60%, landing 60% would be 21.5 plungers. So I want to consistently get 3 out of 3 plungers, in order to reach 21, 22 plungers. If I'm throwing 5 plungers every 5 seconds, that's 60. I think that pace is going to be too fast. I was watching. There's no way I can get off 5 plungers in 5 seconds, having to grab from here and throw. So I'm going to be really basically, my goal is to get off 3 plungers every 5 seconds. And then I want 3 out of 3, because I want 100%. If I only get 2 out of 3, that's 24 plungers. If I get 1 out of 3, that's 12 plungers. My goal is to practice for perfection. Remember, perfect practice makes perfect. So my goal, in my mind, is to get to the point where I can hit 36 out of 36 plungers during practice. And I have 1 week, so I will be striving for perfection. And in striving for perfection, I will find excellence, which is a motto that I have always lived by. People say, oh, you can't be perfect, nothing's perfect. Well, actually, this is a perfect world we live in. And it's perfectly organized through the laws of energy, and so it is perfect. And you can try to be perfect. And again, try is a word that I say sometimes and I catch myself saying it and I'll stop it, but I will work and strive for perfection. And in striving for perfection, I will find excellence, and that is my goal. And being excellent will be getting 16 plungers to stick in 1 minute. That will break the record. But really, I want 3 out of 3 plungers. So I'm going to be going for 36. If I even get halfway to my goal of getting 36 in 1 minute, then I still break the record. So I'm striving for perfection. So I'm going to be analyzing my time on the videos when I practice tonight. I'm going to set up a whole new target area. I'm going to decrease my swing back to increase the number of plungers thrown. If I decrease my swing back, I believe 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. I'll be getting 3 plungers off every 5 seconds. And you know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to analyze Gerhard's video closer, and I want to analyze, because he's the current record holder. So I want to look at him. And I don't want to reinvent anything. You know, Tony Robbins was brought in by the military to teach people how to fire weapons. And what he taught them was, hey, bring in the world's best sharpshooters and look at their mechanics, and then teach those mechanics to military personnel so that they could become sniper qualified. And so what they were able to do was cut down on the years it takes to train to become an excellent sniper, and they were taking out, you know, the world's best weapons firers, shot guns, rifles, and they're able to teach someone who may have never held a weapon before how to become a sharpshooter in 1 week, or really just a few, you know, a 2-hour classroom session. So I'm going to watch Gerhard, study his video, simulate what he does, learn his mechanics, use those, and then fine-tune it for myself, what feels absolutely perfect for me. I've got to figure out what kind of stance I want to take at the line, and if I want to be leaning over the line, because if I'm at, say I'm at 10 feet and I'm leaning over by 30, you know, and I'm releasing at 7 feet, then that makes a difference. If I lean back on one leg instead of leaning over the line, then I'm even farther away. So I have to find out the right distance to stand and the right posture, and which will determine my distance from the target as I release. So those are 2 factors, 2 distance factors: how far I stand and how I want to posture myself for release. I imagine if I'm throwing from 10 feet, then I can just choose 10 feet, stay with that, and then adjust my posture, which will determine how close my hand will be to the target when I release the plunger. And you know, calmness and focus is also an essential part of practice. So I'm going to relax with a pre-throw routine every time. And right before the bell goes off, you know, or the sound goes off, that's going to send me into the 1 minute. So I'm used to that. I get pre-game butterflies sometimes right before I throw that first pitch, but and I'm sure there's going to be a sense of tension and nervousness, but I'm used to performing under pressure. When I get that first pitch and I throw that first pitch for a strike, which is what I usually aim to do, is throw a fastball for a strike, run on the outside corner at the knees to make it an unhittable pitch, so that it starts on the outside corner and runs right off the plate. So if a batter is sitting first pitch fastball and wants to open up the game with the hit, his odds decrease. And so I like to throw a quality strike on my first pitch. So I'll be looking to throw a quality plunger throw on my very first throw. And that will get my mind focused right in there. So I might be nervous right up to it, but as soon as it's like, ready, go, I'm going to focus on getting that first one to stick. Boom. That'll set my mind into a nice, calm, relaxed mode. Because physical calm determines arm speed. If I'm tense, then it slows my muscles down because my muscles tighten up. I want relaxation. I want to be able to grab and throw, just like this is another game. Although it's not. This is for the world record, and I get 1 shot at this. I don't get to have a bad game and then come back the next week and make up for it by pitching a better game. It doesn't work that way with this. So I'm going to set up the table also in front of my my target area so that I can practice grabbing the plunger and throwing it, grab it and throwing it, because I'm only going to be able to hold about 3 to 5 plungers in my hand at a time, and then I'm going to have to reach down with my peripheral vision while keeping my head focused on the next target, grabbing and throwing. So I'm going to set up a table in front of me with the plungers on it and practice also reaching down and grabbing and transferring the plungers into my hand. That's going to be something too, which will kind of be automatic. You know, I have good peripheral vision as an athlete. And so I'm good to go for that. And I'm just reading some notes here that I made after watching the film and making some analysis, and I'm just going over them with you. So I got to decide on the right stance. I have to find the right foot position. I'm going to analyze Gerhard Donnie's foot position and his release. And another thing is that I was trying to get this hand, my hand, to, you know, flip it, feel it, how I want to hold it. I want to just grab it naturally. And I think just grabbing it naturally like this and just throwing it is going to be the way to do it. I don't want to have to determine the plunger sticking by some action, special action, you know, turning over or not turning over, or something special my hand wants to do. I just want to be able to take and throw, and let the distance determine it. If I have to determine it by distance and hand movement, that's another variable I don't want to put into the action of throwing the plunger. So I want to eliminate the need to even think about hand movement. It's just going to be a natural throw. When I pitch, I bring my wrist back and everything's a snap, snap, snap. It's just a matter of pulling hard. So I'm going to have a nice, smooth, easy motion without having any hand movement that's going to determine the rotation of the plunger. I want distance and the plunger head to determine the plunger. And so I only have to worry about one variable, and that's a distance. So I want my, you know, the natural throw to be what determines the flip and arm speed. I don't want to worry about hand movement. It just adds an inconsistent variable because it's going to be hard to, you know, make that same movement every time. But it'll be easy to just come up with a consistent rhythm. And once I get into a rhythm, it'll just be boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? I also have to think about where on the handle to grab. When I tried grabbing it, where I would hold it and put my finger up to the plunger and use a 1 foot finger distance, I need to figure out where to hold it on the handle and why, and it's also determined by the distance. I might just grab it by the end, hold it as far down in the end so that I just can grab it right there, feel it, and throw. I don't want to have to think about actually where I'm grabbing it. I want to just be able to feel it by weight and grab it and throw. I'm going to look at where Gerhard Donnie holds the handle. That's something I'll look at, but I don't know exactly what his handle length size is. Maybe it was 12 inches. Mine is 12 inches. I don't know if his were 13, 14, 9, 8. I'm sure he went through some type of process similar to what I'm going through in order to determine distance, handle length, plunger weight, everything. So I'm on a short time schedule, though. I've only got 7 more days to prepare. And I'm taking this seriously because I want to break the world record. And why do I want to break the world record? Because it'll give me more exposure for my books. I want to be a world record holder. I want to be a Guinness World Record holder. I want to be famous. I want to sell books. I want to move my wife out here to California, who I miss very much. And, you know, as I moved out here to Hollywood to be an author and market my books, you know, it's sometimes can be a struggle, but I'm working diligently. And when I'm ready to, and I have the financial means, I'm definitely going to bring my mom out here, my wife out here, and let them enjoy sunny California too. So my wife, she'll be able to come out here. She wants to help spread meditation. She teaches meditation. She taught meditation at one of the largest Buddhist Thai temples in Bangkok, Thailand, and she taught me meditation. And meditation really helps me to calm and focus and relax. So I really like that. Although yesterday at my baseball game I was a little bit negative because I made some quality pitches that were hit as ground balls and fly balls, but they were missed by the fielders. But I can't blame anybody. I just got to take responsibility. So maybe if I had thrown another pitch, maybe it's an easier ground ball or an easier fly ball. So I'm going to practice for perfection. I'm going to take my targets to the wall. I'm going to put some cardboard up, maybe some with some hard poster board, like that thick poster board that you can use. And then I'm going to measure my back, my shoulder, and my just below my rib cage. And I'm going to use those two measurements from the shoulders and then down to the rib cage. And that's going to be the area I'm going to throw into. It's probably going to be about, I guess, this, you know, as wide as my shoulders down to my ribs. So it's going to be a target about probably that big. And I'll be throwing to one half or the other. And I'll have 3 targets like that because I don't want to hit the spine. I don't want to hit the spinal cord. I want to hit flat surface. In fact, my ideal targets are really going to be like 6'4", big, with big backs and low body fat percentage. Now, according to the rules, I can use a sink plunger because it says plumbing, to dislodge anything from plumbing. It doesn't specify toilet. So I can use a sink plunger or a toilet plunger. Anyway, after reading the rules, I have to reevaluate my plunger decision, because right now that's a 5-inch head. If I use a 4-inch head, that gives me a smaller head hitting a bigger target, which will increase the likelihood that it will stick. So that's my update for right now. When I get back, I'm going to be setting up my new target area. I'll let you watch me set that up a little bit, and then you can watch my practice, my target practice with my new target area, which I will measure off for people over 6 feet, and it'll be 3 targets split in half with the exact measurements of, I'll use my back measurements. I'm 5'9", so if I can get used to hitting a nice small 5'9" person's back, then I can hit a 6'2" or 6'4" person's back. Should be a lot easier. Should, would, could, try, words I don't like to use, but sometimes I do. Anyway, thanks for watching Guinness Book of World Records, and thanks for watching Guinness Book of World Records fans. I'm excited about this, 7 days, and I feel good about my accuracy. Now it's just getting the plunger head to throw, to turn over and stick. Alright, see you guys soon. Peace. Oh hey, I forgot one thing. Before we get to the throw, my practicing and setting up the range, I want you to see that there are specific guidelines that I have to follow for this that were sent to me by Guinness Records. So here, I'm going to let you look here on my computer, and you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, here, take a look at this. Right here is the rules. I don't know how close I am, but I'm going to let you see, and then I can read them off to you. But this is the specific guidelines for Guinness right there, and they're set up just like that. Let me angle this right here for you. Alright, getting a little closer. There, how's that? Does that work good for you? Okay, so let's look at this. Specific Guidelines Pack, Guinness World Records. This document acts as a guide to the specific considerations and undertakings for your potential attempt on the Guinness World Records. Category and is used in conjunction with the Record Breakers Pack, which outlines the evidence required to prove your attempt's success. This should be read and understood by all concerned with the record attempt prior to the attempt. Okay? So this includes every participant, organizer, and witness. These guidelines are specific to your attempt and must be followed. Should any guidelines be contravened, your attempt will be disqualified without any right of appeal. Please note that as detailed in the agreement regarding record attempts, these guidelines in no way provide any kind of safety advice or can be construed as providing any comfort that the record is free from risk. Guinness, and you know, it's funny they say that because I've seen some people attempting Guinness records, and there are some dangerous ones like high diving, running through glass. It's just nuts. Guinness World Records will not accept responsibility for the safety of participants or bystanders in any record attempt. It is your sole responsibility to ensure that all necessary safety precautions are in place and that all equipment used is suitable and thoroughly checked prior to the record attempt taking place and in compliance with any and all local health and safety laws and regulations. So that's cool. I'm going to make sure my targets have helmets on, because that's really the only way they can get hurt, I think. Most plungers thrown at people in 1 minute. That's my record. Definition of record. This record is for the most plungers made to stick on people by throwing in 1 minute. This record is to be attempted by an individual, the thrower, and a team of unlimited size, the targets. The record is measured by the number of plungers that remain stuck on the targets in 1 minute. Guidelines for most plungers thrown at people in 1 minute. So these are the guidelines. For the purpose of the record, a plunger is defined as a tool designed to release stoppages in plumbing. See, that's what it says. A tool to release stoppages in plumbing. It does not specify. Whether or not it has to be a toilet or a sink. So that's cool. Defined as tool specified to release plumbing, consisting of a rubber cup with an attached stick shaft, usually made of wood. Okay, number 2. Let's see. Only commercially available plungers. Only commercially available plungers can be used for the attempt. Number 3, the shafts of the plungers can be shortened for the attempt. However, no other modifications of any kind are permitted. A loud and recognizable sound must be used to start the attempt. The targets must be lined up and must be topless with their backs facing the contestants. I don't mind if I have some female topless contestants. That would be cool for TV. I'm sure everyone likes to see the back of topless women. I know they probably like to see the front more, but which I do, but they'll probably just show the back. So I'm going to see if I can find some large women, maybe. That would be cool. All right, Guinness Book of World Records, could you work on that? After the start signal, the contestant throws plungers at the targets. Only plungers that stick on the target count towards the total. Should the team of targets not be big enough to allow the thrower to throw plungers for the full minute, it is acceptable for the targets to remove the plungers currently attached to them during the attempt. However, they may only do so altogether on a signal. During this, the thrower must stop throwing further plungers at the target. If any plunger falls off the targets by itself during the attempt, it will not count towards the total. The name of the organization, company, or person making the attempt must be given along with the date and place. Okay, so that's basically it. Okay. The event must take place in a public place or in a venue open to a public inspection. The event is continuous. The clock does not stop. The participant may take as many breaks as he or she wishes, but the clock must not stop at any time for any reason. A loud start and finish signal recognized by all participants must be used. 2 experienced timekeepers from a local athletic club must time the attempt with stopwatches accurate to .01 seconds. So that's it. All right. There we go. There we go. So those are the rules, and those are the regulations that I have to follow and be concerned about, and think about as far as preparation and practice. 15 plungers by Gerhard Donny is what I'm going to beat, and it didn't really specify distance from the target, but I'm going to go from 10 feet, but it didn't say distance, so I was told verbally though that 10 feet is the distance. We'll see. Alright, well, thanks for watching Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Records fans all over this giant blue-green planet. Alright, talk to you in a little while when I set up my target area. Peace. Hello there, Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Records fans. As you can see now, right behind me, I have set up a whole new target area. Today is Sunday, July 1st. And I have 7 days since the evening of Sunday, July 1st, 2012. And congratulations to Tiger Woods on winning Congressional and becoming the number 2 winningest all-time golfer on PGA Tour. I knew he was going to come back. I'm sure you all did too. You don't just forget how to swing a golf club, just like you don't forget how to throw a plunger, which I will never forget how to do after this, because I won't be able to, because I'll be the world record holder. And once I set this world record, people are going to want to come after me and break the record. So I have measured out 3 distances. I decided to go with 10 feet, 11 feet, and 12 feet. Can you see that right there? Let me get this to stay. There you go. So this is 10 feet, 11 feet, 12 feet. I think 10 feet, 11 feet, and 12 feet is going to do good. I think 11 feet is probably going to be the distance that I'm going to want to go from, so I'm going to give it a shot. But I'm going to start out with 10 feet on these new targets and see how that goes. And as you can tell, I have it set up so it's like, this is the left half of the back, it's the right half of the back. Spine, I want to stay away from. So I'm going to be going for these. So I'll probably go, here's how I'll start. Boom, 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 boom. So 5 throws. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That way I'm always refocusing on another target. All right. So let's see how this goes. I want to make sure you can see it. I'm going to start from 10 feet, and I've got the plungers on the table right there. And I'm going to start with a plunger in each hand, and then I'm going to throw, move, throw, grab, throw, grab. That way I can work on the grabbing process, because that's something I haven't really worked on yet, grabbing from the table, getting into my hand while focusing and throwing. It's going to be a couple different things going on at the same time, plus I'm going to be under the gun on the clock. So I want to practice composure and the mechanics of the whole thing. All right? There, how's that? Good? Can you see okay? Start from 10 feet. All right, here we go. Put up poster board, thick core board, because I don't want to damage the wall. So that kind of didn't seem like they were turning over. Here we go again, 10 feet. Hmm, 10 feet. 10 feet. Does it seem like it's not turning over? I gotta get into a rhythm. I haven't even warmed up yet. I pitched 5 innings, 6 innings yesterday, but I don't have any soreness or anything like that. I just gotta get into a rhythm. I'm gonna hold them like here, just like that. Two out of 5. Not bad. Although that one was up here. That's kind of like right here. I don't want to hit the spine. I want to hit the lat. I want to hit on a wide, big surface. And I gave myself a small target to throw into, so that when I do get a bigger back, I'll be used to such a small target that a big back will look big, like Bubba back. I want my Bubba back, Bubba back, Bubba back. Ten feet's okay, but I feel like I have to do something to get it. I want a natural release, so I don't have to do anything special to make the plunger head timing. So now I'm going to try 11 feet, see how that is. And then after 3 repetitions, I'll try 12 feet. And I'm working on grabbing plungers as I go. Okay, here we go. 12 feet. No. I'm sorry. 11 feet. Felt like I was getting into a rhythm there. I was excited, and then I was like, cool. So 11 feet feels like a good natural distance. Let's try 11 feet again. And they're reaching and grabbing. Now that's something. So I need to have a whole bunch of plungers there to grab from. I'm probably going to have about 50 plungers, but I'll be moving down a target line. So here we go, 11 feet. Seems like a natural throw from 11 feet. I think 11 feet feels easier. I don't have to do anything. It's just throwing it. Let's do that again. I'm going to probably be grabbing 3 plungers at a time. I don't know. Grabbing the plungers definitely affects my rhythm. Meaning I have to be able to grab and then set and throw so that it's just automatic. Alright. I'm going to take my time and work on form. Really, that should be my concern, just form. Work on form. So not speed right now, just form. Here we go. 11 feet. I think I'm pulling it back too far. I think I am. It takes too much time. 11 feet. See, I just came to there and flipped it with the wrist. See, here's my shoulder height. I'm 5'9". I'm thinking 6'4", 6'2", that'll be higher. So, that felt pretty good. Just going with a quick flip of the wrist, like here, parallel, or perpendicular to the ground, and then boom, right? I like 11 feet. All right, I'm going to try 12 feet now. Here's 12 feet. Slide the table back a little bit. Take a sip of water with fresh squeezed lemon juice in it, by the way, which is a good way to drink water. Alkalizes your system. Oh, and my weight. I'm started out at 179. I am 168. So by next Sunday, 7 days from now, I will be 68, 155. And dumping body fat, because as you alkalize, body fat dumps out of your system. Your fat cells just release the fat. All right, 12 feet. Let's give 12 feet a shot. Seemed like the plunger is just starting to turn over a little too much on those last few. But if I throw it a little bit harder, that timing might be perfect. All right, here we go, 12 feet. I think that one was stuck. Close. Again, I'm going boom, 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 boom. I don't mind 12 feet so much. Maybe 11.5 feet. But I am working on not bringing it back too far. Although I do want the motion to be natural so that I don't have to think about it. I want to just be able to grab and throw, get into a rhythm. Too high, I casted that. another shot from 12 feet. I'm getting close, but close isn't good enough. Remember, my goal is going to be 36 out of 36. I'm going for perfection. 1 out of 5 is not cutting it. 1 out of 5 is not cutting it. See, I started to bend for the plunger too soon. Gotta wait. Gotta finish the throw. Focus on each throw. Too hard. 12 feet seems okay too. Try again, 12 feet. All right, let's go back to 11 feet. I think 10 feet's going to be too close. 12 feet feels okay. 11 feet might be good, but I got to be able to have to recalibrate each time I move distance. So here's 11 feet again. Oh, that was not bad handle grab. Those weren't turning over. All right, here we go. 11 feet. Feet. All right, 12 feet. All right. Well, it's either 11 feet or 12 feet. I don't like 10 feet. As you can see, I can hit from 12 feet. Really, aim is not an issue. I'm used to throwing a baseball from 60 feet and hitting a target like that with a small ball like that. You know, this is a lot more. It's easy, except for the getting the rotation timing down. I'm going to try 10 feet one more time before I pull the tape up. Once the tape comes up, that's it. It's going to be either 11 or 12, and I'm going to work from those distances. Here's 10 feet. It is a feel thing. That first one felt good. You know, the first one felt good. They all felt good, actually. I actually started, though, I had to pop my wrist a little bit. Golly, 10 feet feels good all of a sudden. And you know, the closer, the better. That's also true too. I mean, why not give myself every possible advantage, you know? I can feel 10 feet. It's just this little quick little boom. It's like, I feel it right now, 10 feet. Yeah, that's not feeling right. Plus I'm going at different angles. I'm going to be stepping down the line. Alright, you know what I'll do? I should practice stepping. I'm going to practice stepping down the line. So I'm going to move here, here, boom, here, boom. Like that, right? That makes sense? Because I'm going to be moving with the, there's going to be a line of targets. If there's 5 of them, and I'm throwing at a farther angle, that increases the distance. So I'm going to have to step down, because that's what the guy in the video did. He moved with each target. So I'm going to move with each target. But if I'm going to do that, then I might as well just practice here. But I also should practice moving with the target. We're moving down the target line, because I'll be moving down the target line. Targets won't be moving. I'll be moving. All right, I'm going to do that. So I got to move this table. And I'm going to move this couch. Now I can move down the target line. Now that's perfect practice. That's game situation. That's put me in a position where I'll be prepared for moving along the target line. So let's do that again. Okay, okay. Alright, are you having fun watching this? 10 feet. I'm going to give 10 feet another shot, and then I'm going to move to 11 feet. This is good. This is good. Not good. Not good. It's okay though, I have 7 days to practice. 7 days. Alright, 10 feet one more time. All right, let's go to 11 feet. Take a sip of water. "11 feet. Hello there. Was low. Is that better? Can you see me over here at 11 feet now? Barely? All right. 11 feet. I have no time to be discouraged either. No time for that. You got to stay focused on the mission. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'll tell you though, I'm hitting the target. It's just a matter of rotation. All right, 11 feet. "11 feet. You gotta move. This is the one with the hole in it. It keeps going. Fluke. All right, 11 feet. I gotta move. A little high. It's stuck, but it's still high. I mean, maybe not for... Could have got it big above his shoulder blade. Alright, 11 feet. Feeling 11 feet. I'm going to go to 12 feet after this thing. So I'm getting 3 out of 5. That was 3 out of 5. The more I throw, the better I'll get. I'm starting to feel the plunger, getting the release, getting the rhythm. 11 feet's not too bad. 11 feet. A little high. Gotta move. Should move. Gotta stay focused. I don't know how fast you think I'm getting them off. It's just like boom, boom, 3. Feels like 1 every second. Gotta move. And see, I'm kind of lined up right here to this first target. So I'm still throwing at an angle. Let's see, I'm going to line up exactly with the target. See the difference? So, lining up exactly with the target made a difference. Let me do that again. 11 feet. So, Peter, what do you think now, kid? I feel like I'm about to turn that corner. Halfway through eating that elephant. One bite at a time. And now Peter's going, yeah, we'll do it again. All right, here we go. I'm taking up 10 feet. I'm going to pull up the 10 feet tape. Right? Although I probably need to go down the line with 10 feet. I mean, closer is better. Closer is better. It's another foot closer, more of an advantage, especially when it's under pressure. All right, I'm going to go down the line with 10 feet. 10 feet down the line. You know, it's just a matter of feel. Feeling good with the plunger from any distance. I mean, when I did the audition, I was doing it from like 20 feet. The same. 10 feet. I had moved to 10.5 feet. In the video for Gerhard Donny, he had a table in front of him, a long table, which made it easy for him to feel that he was staying on the right distance the whole time. I wouldn't mind having a long table too, that goes as wide as the number of targets I have. I think 5 targets is good, maybe 10. Less moving with 5 targets. Well, maybe more moving, because I'm one step go. In a rhythm, then I'll probably work my way back. That's what I'm going to do now. 5, work my way back. Or 3, and then work my way back from 10 feet. Ten feet. 10 feet. I'm going to find the feel. I'm going to work on feel right now. I think I got a release point. I think I have. There was that one that stuck there. I felt it. It was just I followed through with my pinky, pushing. All right, 11 feet. I'm going to move 11 feet. And practice time is going to be a little bit over soon. It's getting late. I don't want to wake up and keep the neighbors up. It's Sunday. They got to get up early for Monday. $11 feet, moving along the line. That was good. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to speak too soon. Jinx myself, right, Peter? Working on my follow through. I casted that. Like my targets? Went to a store where everything costs $1. Got the cork board, poster board, duct tape, masking tape. 11 feet. See, when I hold it too far down here, it doesn't give it a chance to turn over. Right here, though, feels like it gives it a chance to turn over. So the farther I hold it down the handle, the longer it takes to turn over, which is something to consider, where I'm holding the handle. I gotta feel that handle in my hand in the right position. And I've had it a couple times where I feel it, and that seems to be exactly where I want to grip it. Down here makes it turn over just a fraction slower. And then here, I just can't feel it. And then it comes out awkwardly. So I gotta put it right there. And that's what I'm going to work on this down the line, this one. I'm not going to work on speed now. I'm going to work on finding the perfect grip from 11 feet. I like 11 feet. But I guess if I can determine the rotation speed by grip, then 10 feet, which is a foot closer, may be the way to go. So I'm going to experiment with my grip from 10 feet. Taking my time, working on grip. All right, going with that grip first. A little slow. I'm going to bring it down a little bit to there, maybe. Give me an inch. Try it again. Try it again. Seems like every time I change distance, it takes me a little bit to recalibrate. But I'm going to go with 10 feet again with a shorter. I'm going to give it about 2 inches. Thinking about it too much. It's got to come natural. Just a natural grab and throw, which is what I've been doing. Thinking about it and taking my time. Boom. Got to find a good rhythm. 10 feet. Regular grip. And I am leaning out over the line. I think the closer I let go to the target, the more accurate I will be. I just have to find the release for the proper grip. Consistency is key. Consistency. 10 feet, 1 inch grip. sorry, I'm not going to think about grip right now. Wild casted that one. Alright, I'm going to go from 11 feet for a few rounds and then call it a night. I can review the footage, look at my mechanics, see what's working, see what's not working, and then have I'm going to have a long practice session Monday through Saturday this week, a couple of hours, really, you know. Right now I got my new area set up, so. Alright, 11 feet. Moving down the line, regular grip. I have to find the right arm speed and release. Sometimes I'm casting. I believe I gotta just go through the target, going through the target, like a follow through in basketball. Remember when Jordan hit that final shot that he hit to win a world championship and he held it? Well, he said he was exhausted, and the reason that he held it was because he went back to a basic high school drill to just finish the shot. And he was just finishing the shot. It was mechanics. He went back to mechanics to get it there, boom. I need to have a nice mechanical release that I can just go to automatically. So follow through is key. I'm gonna go with this. This seems to work. Like that. 11 feet. What do you think? Alright, one more round from 11 feet and done. Giving me something to think about though. Release, consistency. Just a little late on that turnover. Maybe if I aim a little higher. It's hard to stop. I want to just throw plungers all night long. Probably that's what I'm going to be doing all week. Here we go. Well, Guinness Book of World Records and Guinness Book of World Records fans. That's my practice for today, Sunday, July 1st, 2012, and I think I did pretty good. I did have a 4 out of 5. I think I had a couple 3 out of 5s. Definitely had a bunch of 1 out of 5s, but we'll see. I'm doing the best I can. I'm going to keep practicing. I like my new range. It really simulates the actual experience. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. All right.